This morning in Legal Logic, we're getting some expert advice with a distinguished and highly regarded personal injury trial lawyer. Attorney Brian Cunha has won thousands of cases for people right here in Rhode Island, and he's joining us here in studio right now to tell us a little bit more about some of the great work he has done. Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to have you here. First,
Thanks,
you are going to be joining us on the Rhode Show. You're going to be giving us some legal advice on a lot of topics. So it's an honor to meet you. It's great to have you here. We couldn't be happier to have you here with us.
Thank you, Will.
All right, so let's get to this to bring people up to speed. Recently, a case that you worked on related to property liability. Tell us about that.
Correct. Well, there was a case last week that went to verdict. It was a case involving a nursing home in Rhode Island, and a nurse that worked there slipped and fell, very badly injured, blew out her knee, and the jury came back with a verdict for the nurse. And the lesson to be learned from that case and other what we call liability cases involving property is that owners of property have to be very, very careful in terms of making sure that their property and their premises are safe. Not only for them, but also for the people that are there. So it's a big verdict. It was $500,000. So it was an important case. There's another case that I was involved in last winter that involved a young man who was stabbed during a touch football game. Actually, it was a flag football game at an indoor facility. And in that case, again, the case settled before trial, but the point was that the facility knew about the tendency of the players on the other team to be violent, took no action, and as a result of which there was liability that was found, and they paid a substantial amount of money to that poor young fellow that was stabbed. For
you as a lawyer you've been doing this for a
Yes.
long time, it has to be highly rewarding to be able to go out and do something that you love and also see people benefit from the work that you've done.
Right. Right. Not only to the people that I represent personally, but also the message that it sends to the community. The persons that run facilities, the persons that own facilities, the persons that manage facilities, to make sure that they're safe in the future. So it's very, very important.
And one of the other things, you made national headlines in a national magazine recently?
Yes, that was the case actually involved in the case last week with the nursing home in Rhode Island, and they felt that it was important enough to publish it in a national jury verdicts magazine, and it's being published. I don't even think it's out yet. I think it's going to be out next week.
So we're breaking news right here.
We're breaking news, exactly.
Another case you worked on made the Associated Press too, the AP Wire.
Yes, well, that's the case involving the stabbing case that we talked about a few minutes ago, and it was a really amazing case, and in that a player from the opposing team actually stabbed him during this touch football game. Even though the act was criminal, the facility was still found liable.
Wow.
Because they knew about the propensity of the other team. They had made violent threats, the refs had made complaints about it, the coaches had made complaints about it, and other players had made complaints, and the facility took no action against that other team to kick them out of the league or to make sure that the place was secure. Well, so that was a very important case and something that you have to be careful about.
Well, good stuff. Well, we're glad you're here with us.
Well,
you're going to be joining us on the Rhode Show. We'll get you one of those coffee mugs and a parking space outside.
I appreciate it.
Thanks so much. And if you want to send us your legal questions, this gentleman right here is going to be answering some of those. Brian Cunha and Associates. All you have to do is go to Legal Logic page on our website. It is the Rhode Show page at WPRI.com.